What's up? Day 13, simmer retention. I'm feeling great today, man. I didn't even have much strong urges today. Uh Today we're gonna be talking about being indecisive will ruin your ability to transmute your sexual energy. A lot of times we be in this generation and we see a lot of stuff going on and we be trying to figure out what we want to do with our life, what we want to be. And I know it's not just men that struggle with this. I also know like just everybody struggle with this, especially like just you know, young adults and teenagers. We growing up. I think the biggest thing nowadays that people are confused about, a lot of the younger people, is what I want to do with my life. You know what I mean? And I think that can take us away from even just setting goals, because we think we got to find the perfect goal that we're extremely passionate about. We got to love it. And you get what I'm saying? And I'm not saying not to try to find that, because you obviously should try to find that, right? But there's a thing where you can have analysis paralysis, where you think you got to find something perfect for you right now, when really you can find something that you like a little bit. And you have to get in the mode of setting goals, because when you get in that mindset of oh, I'm gonna wait till the perfect moment, to the perfect moment, to the perfect moment. Because I've been like this with plenty of things. You'll never start, you'll never improve, you'll never get better, you'll never take action on it, right? And so with your sexual energy, that's all about getting you closer, you know what I'm saying, to God, but it's also about getting you closer to being the person you want to be, right? And if you can't make up your mind on who you want to be as a person and what you want to do as a living, and what you think your true calling is, uh, it can your sexual energy can be wasted, and it's not it may not be wasted by, because you could quit masturbation, you could quit watching the websites, you know what I'm saying, but you can still waste that energy because you're not transmuting it. When you have sexual energy to transmute it into productive habits, into things that you want to do in your life, and becoming a better person or a better version of yourself, right? And so don't get the mindset that you can't waste your energy just because you're not releasing, right? Just because you're not, you know what I'm saying, masturbation or having sex or watching the websites. Just because you're not doing those things, that doesn't mean you can't still waste that energy. If you don't transmute the energy, you're wasting energy. You get what I'm saying? Or a better words, you're not using it. So what's the point? You get what I'm saying? This is like that same thing where you can have guys where, well, as long as I'm not masturbating and as long as I'm not, watching porn, and I'm good, but you still lazy. You still not doing nothing with your life. You get what I'm saying? And you still like just like playing around. You still doing the same thing you would have been doing if you would. Just because you wasn't masturbating or watching porn doesn't mean that you're still not um wasting your life, because you're not doing anything, right? And so a lot of times we can get stuck there because we don't know what career we want to do, we don't know what job we want to do, you know, we don't know what we want to do in general. So a lot of times that can mess us up. But I think a good way to kind of get rid of this is just set a goal. It don't matter if the goal is perfect or not, and it doesn't don't make it bigger than what it is. Don't make it like, okay, I'm gonna be doing this the rest of my life. Set goals to get things done that you know is gonna help you, right, in the short term. I think that's gonna help us get in the mindset of taking action on the things that we want, even if it's not that big yet, even if it's something we're not that passionate about yet. You have to get in the habit of accomplishing goals, accomplishing things you said that you were gonna do. We have to get in that habit, and once you get in that habit, then once you actually find that thing you want to do, right, now you already built the habits of you know actually completing that and accomplishing that, right? And I was just thinking, I seen something on the internet. I can't remember when, but it was basically a dude talking about with a lot of kids that go to college and their parents know that their kids aren't hardworking kids. And I think that was a smart thing to say, because we have to build a habit of a hard work ethic, of a good work ethic, right? And I'm thinking when I was in high school, I did not have no hard work ethic. I just kind of I did it just a bit. I did my grades. I went to school and I barely got by. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't even trying, right? And if I was looking at it, I feel like it would have been smart of my parents to be like, well, Brandon, don't go to college because you don't seem to, you not, you don't got the work ethic to really make it through college yet, you know. And not saying that I have to, improve so much, because you can change it like that. You get what I'm saying? But I think that's a smart thing, because you don't want to get into things. Maybe that was a bad example, but I think that kind of correlates to what I was saying. You know, you have to get in the habit of getting things done and setting goals and getting stuff done, and whatever you said you was gonna do, you gotta get in the habit of completing those things and accomplishing those things, right? Uh, yeah, cause I can think of many times where I was indecisive. I didn't know what I wanted to do, and so I just coasted, and I never did anything, right? And you can apply this with a lot of stuff, like with talking to girls, with working hard in school, with just taking certain risks in life, or just just anything in life you want to put your mind to. You can't get stuck in, oh, I don't know if I want to do this. I don't know, because your mind will play tricks on you that way. You'll never get anything done if you always be stuck up. If you always be stuck in being indecisive. Like growing up, man. I know the main thing that I used to like to do. I used to like playing basketball, right? And so a lot of the times, and that wasn't out of like, oh, I had to choose to do this or I had to choose to do that. A lot of the times, a lot of the I gotta stop stuttering. A lot of the things that will override your indecision and your indecisiveness is your true passion, right? And I feel like when we younger, we be knowing exactly what our true passion is, and I think, but it can also come out many different ways. Like, I think you can have more than one. I think you can have more than one, purpose that God gave you. So I don't think it could be. I think that's just how the world works. But a lot of times that can override indecision and indecisiveness. So the best thing you do, you know what I'm saying, is you got to go out and try stuff, even if it's half effort. Sometimes, just go out and keep doing stuff. But I don't recommend you give half effort though. But I just think that's just it's important, man. Like, you like don't think just because, okay, I'm not masturbating no more, I'm not watching porn no more, so I'm good. No, you're not. You still have to go out and do stuff with your life and be in reality. So that's pretty much all I got to say, man. I'm on day 13. I feel good. I'm gonna get in. I want to do some more stuff like with cold approaching and stuff like that. I may make some videos about that, and yeah, man. That's like I say. Peace out.